out.
Why is it not?
1 second.
What is going on here?
Do you not have email or internet?
What's going on? What's going on? It said it's going. I want it to be big. There's 3 participants. Let's look and see who's there.
Hi, I'm here.
Okay.
Ashley's here.
Yes.
So, hold on, I'm gonna hop up and shut the door behind me because my husband's on a call in the other room. Hang on.
Okay.
Okay, I'll leave. Bye, Betty.
Bye, dear.
So, it sounds like a couple of our board members are not able to come because they have conflicts. We just found that out today. But I mean, Shanna's going to be on and off. But Brody apparently is pitching in the varsity baseball game tonight for the first time. So that's pretty exciting.
That is very exciting.
Yep. And Natalie has some kind of interview that's a really big deal that nobody's told me what it is.
It's for a scholarship that I nominated her for.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I said, what is it for? Somebody tell me. And nobody told me. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what's going on there with the 2 of them. But we actually don't have a ton to really discuss tonight, despite the fact that we haven't met in 6 weeks.
Yep.
So, hi, Kristen.
You're muted, Kristen.
Sorry, I've got Sophia practicing piano in the background here, so you might hear a little Claire de Lune.
I love your
Devil.
setting of the fork behind
Oh, do you like my Fear the Fork? Or
That's
okay.
very cool.
Well, you know, since I'm going to be an alumnus of ASU now, I have to don my stuff, right? So, and faculty, of course. All right, I'm going to walk into the kitchen. I've got dinner on the stove here.
Well, Melanie would give me a hard time about this. I see she just joined, but I consider myself both a Sun Devil and a Wildcat.
I think that's cool. I like that.
Melanie and I went to U of A together, and we're actually in the same sorority. And then I went to grad school at ASU. So, and I also grew up in Tempe, where like ASU was the only thing in Tempe. So, I'm a proud Sun Devil still.
I love it.
Okay, so I know Lisa is going to join us. Like I said, there's not a ton on the agenda. Hi, Mr. Miller. Hi, Bunny. I think.
Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Hey, is Sloan playing sand volleyball?
No, she's still. She has a little part-time job, and with club, she's doesn't
she's
have.
playing club.
Yes.
Yeah. Where is she playing?
Livewire.
Okay.
We just came back from Orlando. They won their bracket. So.
Oh, how exciting!
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, they were pretty excited. It was fun.
That's awesome. Kenna didn't get to play club because she tore the ligaments in her ankle in one of those last games during the Saguaro season, but she's been rehabbing it and she's playing sand now, so that makes her happy.
Good.
So, okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. So I wanted to ask how are things with the full day return to learn so far, teachers?
The kids are very happy, and there is no social distancing, but they are wearing their masks when they aren't eating. But since they're all sitting at all these tables outside, they're outside, but they are facing one another, eating very close to one another, which is making them very happy, but not the safest practice.
I was going to say, but it kind of sounds like it's maybe making you a little bit anxious or concerned. Yeah.
It does.
I was worried about the lunch situation. I thought that might be a game changer.
That's the only problem, I think.
Uh-huh.
But they're very happy. The kids are very happy.
Do you know what percentage of kids went back onto campus?
I do not know that number. I heard it was 85, but I do not know the exact number percentage-wise. All I can tell you is the campus is full. Lots of.
So it was, I don't know if that has stayed consistent or not. It was 85 prior to spring break when we were doing the half days, it was 85. So I was just curious if more kids came back with the full day or fewer kids came back with the full day.
I know of at least a couple kids who did not come back and a couple kids who did come back. So,
Yeah.
But I do not know the number.
The prospect of an all-day Zoom, I think, is a little bit daunting. So, okay, I don't have my order of my agenda written down here. I know Lisa had some really exciting Cyber Patriot news. We got a lot of money coming in there. And I don't know, Susan, if you want to talk about that, or I know Lisa is intending to join. I think she's just running a few minutes late. If you want to share it, or if you want to let her share it.
I will let her share it because she knows all the numbers, and she's been meeting with Frank from Northrop Grumman, and he has solidified quite a few different funds. So I guess we're going to have enough to pay for the cyber camp this summer. So that's cool because it's very expensive, $1,700 per week for the camp.
And that's coming from Northrop Grumman.
Yes, some of it's coming from Northrop Grumman and some might be Frank, his own funds and being matched, and some may have come from another outside organization. But the details is what Lisa has.
Okay,
But
yeah.
she's not here, so I will share this. I sent it to you. Let's see.
I saw it. That one of our teams placed.
Yeah, one of our girl teams.
Awesome.
Let me find it.
There's Lisa.
Yeah. Good timing, Lisa.
Good timing, Lisa. Lisa, is she there?
Oh, I love it. You have it right behind you.
Yes, I'm
I
here.
love that.
All right, I'll let you talk about it then, Lisa. You can talk about the Cyber Patriot Camp and this right here.
Yes, that is just so wonderful. Okay, a couple of things. The Cyber Patriot students or club members, as we might have mentioned before, had a competition the day after we did the Sisters in STEM night. And as it happens, the one of the groups, and I think, Ashley, these are your girls, they received a very high placement in the
I don't think that was,
yeah.
I don't think that was my girl's team.
Are you sure?
Well, I asked Kenan and she was like, no, I think we're called the such and such. That's so-and-so's team. So she
Oh,
was very surprised because she felt like her team struggled a little bit. Susan, do you know?
Okay, I'd have to go back and look up the names. We had two girls teams, but one was Kenan and Brenly and maybe one other person, and the other team was what's her name, all by herself. I'm blanking out.
not sure, but either way,
Okay.
one
Anyway,
way or
one of our-
another, yes, one
Either
way or
way,
another,
it's
what's
cool.
happened here.
If it is my girl's team, they don't know.
And whomever it was, they placed very well
Hold on,
in their
I'm
particular
getting the
ranking.
info. Hang on one second.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey, Kenan,
I'm
how are you?
pretty sure, I'm not positive, but I think it's McKenna Curtis, Maddie Miranda, and Delia Riley.
Okay, then it was just Delia Riley because
Just
she was
Delia?
all by herself.
Oh, well, I know it was 3 freshman girls because I was super impressed with them. But then I'm not positive. I'm almost positive that it was McKenna and Maddie because they both play volleyball. And so I thought like, oh, I'm going to see them at volleyball. But then I don't know who the third person was.
Yeah, no, McKenna and Maddie have not participated because they were playing volleyball.
Oh, okay. Well, the team, it said, maybe it was
Yeah,
just
the
Delia
team
that-
says,
'cause it said-
original teams, yeah.
So if they didn't participate in that competition, then I guess it was Delia.
Then Delia is a total rock star. And she's
Wow,
like,
yeah.
wow.
Which is
Yeah, I
pretty
kept
darn-
checking in on her. Delia, are you having fun? I'm sorry you're all by yourself in this team event.
Oh my
But
God.
but for a first year and for these girls teams to do this, this is pretty wonderful. We had a good placement with one of the boys teams as well. Very good placement with them as well. But already our kids are finding that they have these wonderful things that they're able to do with really the very first year, the very first out of the gate that they are doing in this cyber patriot world, which is wonderful, which leads to the other thing that that the group was talking about. We're going to be holding at least 2, probably 2, maybe 3, I'm not sure yet, summer cyber patriot camps, as we did last year. These will be, again, for this year and possibly this year only, free to our students. We are being sponsored by Northrop Grumman, both by Frank Lillo, who I've mentioned before, and by the corporate Northrop Grumman group to pay for our registration fees, which is $1,700 for each of the camps. And Frank has also dedicated now another $8,000 roughly to the Cyber Patriot initiatives. Now, some of that money is already called out for instructors for these summer camps, costs for the instructors. But again, we're finding that Northrop Grumman and especially Frank are really putting themselves behind the development of the cyber program for our school. What I would really like to make sure that people know is if there's any interest at all that your students might have in not so much cyber security as a field to go into further on, but if they have any interest in understanding how this all works, we might just want to encourage you to get your kids in the camp. You'll never have an opportunity like this again. They won't. To have something this spectacular free of charge just doesn't happen. So get the word out. We'll have a total of, I think, 20 places open for the kids in the camp. 2 different camps. One will be a beginner's camp, and the second will be the advanced camp that they can take after they're beginners. We'll do it in probably mid-June to maybe sliding into the first week of July. We need to kind of work the dates, but we're trying to get word out right now that this is on the horizon for us. So very, very good opportunity for everyone.
And I know I've stated this before, but I'll say again, they do not need to know anything about cybersecurity to do the camp. My girls knew nothing about it. And we ended up traveling we started a trip on the competition day. So they did it in a hotel room that I was sitting in, and I could not believe the kinds of stuff. And Susan, you ended up being, I think, in their group. I mean, they were excited. They were like, fired up, and they actually did really well at that camp, despite the fact that they had known nothing about cybersecurity. And it was like foreign language to me. I mean, I had, they really, really learned a lot in that 1 week. So
yeah, and really for any of us, I mean, I would take the class. As a matter of fact, I'll probably try and audit the class just so I can learn some things about how this all works. And most of it is not really terribly technical at this level. It's more about strategies and thinking processes and the way that people try and fool all of us with these things. So it's really some very good survival strategies for all of us on how these things work. And the camps are going to be very fun. I've been listening to the instructor set as they're developing this year's materials. And it's just going to be a blast. They're going to have all kinds of fun things to do for the kids. They're going to have a social night, Saturday night, to do a gaming night between the beginning of the camp and the actual part of the camp. I think it's going to be just a tremendously rewarding and fun experience for everybody. So encourage everyone to suggest it to your kids.
And thank you so much, Lisa, for working with Frank and, staying so engaged to help us get those camps paid for. So that's awesome.
We really, we owe Frank a debt of gratitude. We really do. He's done a wonderful job for us. So.
Okay. And how's robotics going, Mr. Brandt? Because I know that this is a big time of year for robotics, correct? You're muted.
You'd think I'd figure this out by now. Anyway.
Maybe you should do a Cyber Patriot camp.
Yeah. They're working hard still because they turned everything in before break for all the judged competitions, so they're waiting to be judged. And so the chairman's thing is like this Friday, and we haven't heard. There's three things that have to be judged. There's the innovation challenge, and then the robot challenges, and then the game design challenge, plus the chairman's, and then our dean's kids had the interviews already. So they're working on that. The robot kind of blew up the last day before spring break. A ball just hit it just right and got sucked in and blew the top right off the robot. So they're just getting it back together today. And so Thursday, hopefully they'll be driving around and shooting again, and we'll video it and turn those videos have to be in by April 8th. And so we'll be busy until then.
Okay, sounds good. And then how about the other, all the other clubs are continuing forward, and are they in person, like Math League and the Science Olympiad and all those clubs?
The Math League, Ray can talk about, but they just had a competition in the Innovation Center. But tell them, Ray.
Cool.
Yeah, we just did the Math League school competition in the Innovation Center. The last day for that competition was yesterday. We did it before break because I knew we wouldn't be able to get anyone there today or yesterday. So we don't have the results on that one yet. I don't have any other scheduled competitions except for state, and we'll see who qualifies for state at that last competition. And I just sent out a message to all the students that are in the math club that instead of the afternoons, they can come lunch Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we'll see. Fourth quarter, I'm not expecting too many of them to switch over, but we'll see how many come.
Okay. Sorry, I keep looking down. I'm trying to, Shanda's not here yet, so I'm trying to take the minutes as well. Okay, a couple things that I want to make sure that we discuss are, first of all, we are hosting a teacher luncheon on Friday morning. I was thinking that we wouldn't put up a Sign Up Genius, since we did the Sign Up Genius recently for someone for an event, and we had a great response. But Kristen and I kind of did the last teacher breakfast, and it was fairly easy for just a couple people to do. So I'm going to order bagels from Einstein's for the staff, and they've been great. They slice them, put them all individually packaged so that we don't have any COVID, protocol issues. So I'll pick up all the bagels and cream cheese. There's a few other things that would be helpful if, and again, rather than putting up a Sign Up Genius, I just thought maybe at our meeting, we would have somebody say, oh, hey, I'll bring some, I brought a Keurig coffee pot to stay in the teacher's lounge. So apparently they're out of Keurig pods. So if we have somebody who could bring pods and maybe like a big creamer from Costco. And then last time, Kristen, just weigh in if I'm forgetting anything, we had, in addition to the bagels, we had like maybe cuties and bananas and just some different fruit choices, right?
Yeah, we did fruit, yogurts. That we had some yogurts that we brought, and then just various drinks. It was perfect. We had plenty of food, and they were very happy.
So if anybody on this call is willing to bring something in, even if you brought it on Thursday, they could put it in the refrigerator at the in the teacher's lounge, and then I'll go over early Friday morning. I'll pick up the bagels on the way and set things up. So again, if anybody's willing to like bring some kind of drinks or Keurig pods, fruit, things like that, that would be helpful. So, and then the other thing I wanted to talk about as well is, and again, that's this Friday. The breakfast is this Friday. The other thing I wanted to talk about is, or I wanted to have Kristen talk about, is the freshman social. So we have put together a social activity for the freshmen to participate in on, I believe, April 1st.
That's right. So we're really excited. We are going to have a very safe, socially distanced, in-person activity for the freshmen. It's been something we wanted to get back to all year, and we know that they've been kind of burned out from being online. So we're going to offer this in person. It's April 1st. I believe the start time was 6 or 6:30. I think 6:30. It's on the invitation that went out. It was sent out to the students as well as to the parents, and we'll keep sending it out to remind everyone. We're planning on doing something very fun and quick. And we're doing a science-based scavenger hunt kind of in teams. So they'll be in teams when they get there, and we'll work in the teams. And so that way we can kind of keep them in small groups and contact trace if we need to. Hate to say that, but that's where we're at. But it should be a really fun event, and we'll keep it, hopefully not too corny. We know it's kind of, the situation where they're all freshmen and still getting to know each other, but fun. We are going to have some prizes for the teams who win, and we'll also have some takeaway goodies for them to take home. So it should be a really fun event. It's going to be at the Chaparral Park. We're going to meet out in front of the Aquatic Center to start. Myself and another mom who is a freshman boy in the Math Science Academy is going to be helping out. And so we're excited about it. So please encourage your students to sign up and come. They may not want to, but I think once they get there, they'll have fun. So hopefully we'll make it a really fun night for them. Thanks. Any questions, just feel free to email me.
Kristen, can you send me that information, email me that information also, and I'll get it to the cohort teachers so that they can announce that to the freshmen.
Yeah, I'll send you that information again. So it's just everyone, it's a Google form, and that way we can have them RSVP. That's how we're going to create the group. So I'll send that link to you again, Mr. Brandt. Thank you.
Okay, sorry about my little, I didn't know I wasn't muted, and my dog is growling and about to start barking like crazy at the window. Okay, thank you so much, Kristen. And Melanie, would you mind talking a little bit about the upcoming fundraiser that we have at Lucy's, which I'm really excited about it being at Lucy's, because our last one was great and very successful.
I just dropped it in the chat. So it's going to be on March 24th. It's a Wednesday. So that's a half day for Saguaro. So they can go there right at noon till 8 p.m. And they're going to take 15% of all profits in the entire store. So that if you've ever been to Lucy's, they have shopping there too. You can buy gifts, you can buy a little bit of groceries, and then lunch or dinner. So it should be a fun time. And we'll be advertising that at school and sending that out. And then if you look in the chat, I don't know if you can access it, but you could download the flyer there as well. And then I just changed the date on our April fundraiser to April 14th so it can be a Wednesday as well. And that's going to be at the Panda Express. It's Talking Stick area. So that will be the next one. And then I'm thinking Fired Pie again on a Wednesday. I'm thinking May 12th, if you guys think that's a good date. I haven't solidified that date, but again, so we can do lunch and dinner as well at all three places. So let me know if you have.
Fired Pie was a really successful fundraiser.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you. I just wanted to jump in for Katie here, who's not able to be here, but let me see. She gave me just a couple numbers on the Treasury report. We have just under $8,400 in the MSA account, and she deposited $570 worth of in this past month for donations from Amazon Smile, restaurant nights, and an air purifier donation. So those restaurant nights are really helping us out. I mean, we've had a couple of them, a couple of the fundraisers where we've made well over $200. So and last month we had a very kind parent who threw it out on his social media, and I think he had several friends that went to our fundraiser, and I think that really helped. So the more we can get the word out, the better. And I'm looking forward to the one at Lucy's. I know that the last one was right before Christmas, Melanie?
Yes, it was a Saturday. So, and they weren't open it was just like, I think it was kind of breakfast lunch because they weren't open at dinner yet. So I think this one will be really successful.
But I did all my stocking stuffer shopping.
Yes.
In the store there.
We did really well because it was a short amount of time, and I think it was around the $200 mark. So I'm expecting more money for this one.
And he is a Saguaro grad and the owner of Lucy's, and very happy to help us, in any way. So Okay, so I think I covered everything. Does anybody have anything to add, or does anyone have any questions? Jennifer Smithy, thank you so much for offering to get the Keurig cups for the teachers. I'm sure they appreciate the coffee in the morning.
And thank you all so much for everything you guys do for us.
There's my mean dog. Yes, you're very, very welcome. Let's see. I just want to read this text really quick and see if it's something I need to cover. Oh, okay, no. That's it.
I have one little thing to add that I just think is a wonderful, just I think it's just wonderful. A couple of weeks ago, what, a week and a half, maybe, Susan, we were approached by, or actually Natalie Foster, Katie's daughter, was approached by a woman by the name of Connie Cam, who is a consultant to the district for their strategic planning effort that's coming up. And Connie had asked the girls to do a presentation on Sisters in STEM, the entire arc of Sisters in STEM, what it is, how it was started, where all the growth that we've had over this last several years. This quite robust strategic planning committee that's been formed with the district leadership and some parents and faculty as well as teachers. And when we asked how they found us, she said, you know, I asked the people in my 40-person committee for any programs out there that they consider winners that you've generated in the district. And immediately, first thing, matter of fact, I think it might have been the only thing that got mentioned was Sisters in STEM. So I just think I'm just so proud of the kids that have been involved in all the initiatives out there. If we're getting unsolicited comments from the faculty on this kind of thing, and this wasn't one of our teachers that brought it up, that's pretty cool. So there's going to be quite a bit of visibility on that. That happens tomorrow at 9 o'clock for the girls. So might want to be wishing them luck. They're a little nervous, but they're going to do a beautiful job. Susan and I have been listening to them. It's going to be wonderful. So.
Thanks for that, Lisa.
Thank you. I was looking for my thumbs up. Okay, anyone else? Does anybody else have any questions or items that I forgot to address? No. Okay. So our next meeting would be the second Tuesday in April. I can't believe we're in the fourth quarter already. Yeah.
Same Zoom link.
Oh, actually, I have one thing. Maybe we want to tell everybody about the STEAM night, what night in April?
Oh, yes, that's important. Susan.
Okay, so yes, the STEAM night is going to be Saturday, the 24th, and it's going to be during the day this time, which will make it way easier to set up and take down because we won't have to deal with lights. The drawback is it is prom night, but it's during the day, and we were thinking about the distinction posters. Do we want the kids there or not? Because we want to have them social distance all the time and we don't want people glomming around. So now that decision has been taken off of our plate because the seniors won't be there, most likely, if they take longer to get ready than a couple hours.
So this is a random question, but is prom junior, senior prom, or is it just going to be a senior prom?
It's a senior prom only this year.
Senior prom only, okay.
Yeah, so we decided we were going to try and make this just a little bit bigger and make it more school-wide. So the whole theme outside is kind of, fair-like theme. We'll have some tents up and we'll have the distinction posters out. We'll have the Innovation Center open. And then we'll have performances, both individual and groups, on the stage in the quad. And so I've already gotten back responses from all of the,
Performing arts.
4 of the performing arts departments, and they're like, yes, we're in, we want to do. Theater wants to do something, choir wants to do something, art is involved. Band said that she will be at a competition, but she has a bunch of other kids who want to possibly do solos. And then we have other kids that might want to do solos or groups. Yeah, so we're going to set a meeting and do some planning. I think I will send out a initial planning meeting, inquiry with the people who've expressed an interest in helping. So if anybody wants to help out, let me know and I will put you on the initial list. Otherwise, we will always appreciate help the day of for setup and breakdown and just having some good old fun.
Yeah, and for anyone that might not have either known of this particular event is aimed at helping our students to have the chance to showcase their creative sides. Everybody thinks of STEM as being very dry and analytical and those kinds of things, and the glasses and the lab coats and all that. Well, that's not our kids. That's not our kids. And see, he agrees with me. But we encourage everyone, to talk to your kids about what they might like to bring to this event. It is intended for all students, of course, but it's intended for our students to get the chance to really show off whatever creative things they'd like to. So contact Susan for that, or any of us on the board as far as that goes, with ideas of what your kids might want to bring to it. And it's a fun event. I highly recommend everybody go to it. It's one of my absolute favorites.
We've had all kinds of displays. We've had kids do anime, paintings, drawings, of course. We've had students play instruments, play musical arrangements that they have created themselves. We had a couple of girls do a signing of a song. So we've just, another time we had somebody who made some speakers out of wood, chain mail for Renaissance lovers. So all kinds of fun stuff.
It is really neat. I remember some of the art projects that were there the first time I went, and I was blown away. Remember Tatum decorated the tennis shoes. I think they were Vans.
Oh yeah.
And now, there's quite the market for those within Saguaro. She's made kind of a business out of it. People that want her to paint their baseball helmet, and people that want her to paint their shoes or their belt, or so it's a neat time to see some really of the talented artists that we have it.
And a great opportunity to start your business, a startup.
Yep. For Tatum, yes. That's how. Yeah, definitely.
We say the date again, and I'll put it in the chat for everyone, just so everyone can put it in their calendars.
April 24th.
Okay, got it.
1 to 3:30. I believe it's 3:30.
Great.
STEAM Showcase. With the A.
Right. And probably the first opportunity for a lot of families to see the Innovation Center.
Yes.
Right.
Which will be open for a walkthrough type thing. We're trying to keep as much as possible outside, of course. That's the times, but we want to give the families a chance to walk through and see what's in there. And we did meet with the SUSD Foundation today for a discussion, and they are going to be supporting the Innovation Center with more funds, which excites us. They committed to making sure that center is fully up and running before they move to their next project.
Of course, we want to be their permanent project.
Yeah. And we did get our last furniture on Monday. I picked it up at Home Depot, so that's really exciting. The kids are putting it together, of course, so it'll take a few days and they'll get the furniture all put together, and we'll have that.
Okay. Thank you. Anything else? No. Okay. Well, I hope everybody had a great spring break. And thank you for joining us and taking the time out of your evening to be here. As always, reach out to us on the MSA email that you got this link from if you have any questions with anything or you need any support in any way. And thank you, awesome teachers.
Thank you.
Thanks,
everyone.
Bye.
Bye now.
Take care.
Bye.